Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Spentarn Learning Platform. And From today onwards, we will be going to start the Python programming series as well. So we will be using the Geeks for Geeks platform for this tutorial, and the coding part we will be doing using the Google Collaboratory. It is free to use and having this kind of RAM and this one of RAM, which is 12.68 GB and disk is of 107.72 GB, which is sufficient for you if you want to run the heavy kind of programming in your system, right? Not on the system, on the cloud platform of Google. Now, why we are doing this Python programming? So the tutorial will let you know different kind of basic concept. Apart from basics, you will be learning the deep concepts of Python programming too, right? So why this playlist is important for you? Because from this playlist only, you will be getting the kind of flow which you want in your life to learn the Python, right? From this Python basics, we will be moving ahead with the advanced concept as well, because many of the companies used to test your knowledge on any of the programming language. So Python is one of them. Now, let's start this one. And one more thing, I have already started the VLSI kind of playlist. Along with that, I'm starting this Python programming. So please make sure that you must have to do the time kind of management from yourself, right? So let's start. So Python is very well suited for beginners and also for experienced programmers with the other programming languages, because we are having different kind of programming languages, C++, Java, C. So why we are going for the Python programming? Because Python programming is an efficient way to understand the topics, which is very much advanced, because here we have different kind of library and tools. So what are the things we can do with Python programming is like web scraping, Django is something, or Django is something where we just used to connect the backend of the web framework, right? Then deep learning and web scraping. Let me tell you something about web scraping. It is something like when we are having different kind of data on a website, so we want to just wrap that data or scrap that data into the CSV file. So there we use the web scraping, and there we have different kind of libraries of Python, right? So these are some of the examples of Python programming. Moving ahead, what is Python? So Python is a high level. Why high level? Because here the kind of syntax is already written in the English language, which is very much understandable to the human, right? Then it is general purpose and very popular programming language, right? Because it is known to everyone in the world that there is a language of Python programming, and it was firstly established by Guido van Rossum. So, Python programming language, the latest version of it is Python 3 and is used in web development, machine learning applications, along with all cutting edge technology in software industry. Because there are various kind of technologies which require high and advanced coding. So by using the Python, we can make our advanced coding into the simpler kind of version, right? So Python language is being used by almost all tech giants companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Uber, etc. Because everywhere we see there is a use of machine learning nowadays. Whatever the algorithms they are using, like for an example, if you search on Amazon for something, there you got some recommendations as well. So those recommendations is being built up by Python programming, right? Because Python programming is a kind of programming language which is having the simpler syntax and having the most and many libraries, right? So which makes it very useful and simpler than other languages, right? So these are the basic strength of Python programming and having the huge collection of library. So these are the things which we can do with the Python programming, that is machine learning, GUI applications, web framework, image processing, web scraping, test framework, multimedia, scientific computing, and many more things. So why to learn the Python programming? Python is currently the most widely used multipurpose. As I have already told you that what are the applications we can have using the Python. So that is why you should learn the Python. If you are a beginner, if you want to learn a programming language, you must go with the Python. I will suggest you to go with the Python, not C, not C++, no any Java or something. Because Python is the language having the simpler syntax which will make you love falling in love with the coding, right? So that is why I want you to learn the Python programming. Okay, so these are the getting started with Python tutorial. Here are some kind of things, Python basics, which we will be going through in the upcoming videos. How to take the input, what is print, what is new line, right? Input, output, data types, variables, operators, control flow, functions, oops concept, which is very much important if you are going for the Python interview, right? And there are a lot of things, exception handling, where we will be using the try and except method, right? Then Python collections and many more different things. So these are the Python jobs which we will be having. The Python is the most in demand programming language in 2023, with all the companies of all sizes looking for Python programming to develop websites, software, and applications. Because I have already told you that this is the programming language which is having the very simpler syntax and having the already inbuilt libraries which make it very useful for making the advanced kind of systems or advanced kind of softwares, right? So these are the companies which hire the Python programmers: Accenture, Google, Cognizant, HCL, and you know, uh, mainly each and every company used to hire the Python programmers because nowadays machine learning is everywhere. These are the careers you have in Python: web developer, backend developer, data scientist, machine learning. These all are the kind of careers with Python. Then Python online compiler and interpreter. Because one more thing I want to tell you, Python is a like Python use an interpreter. What do you mean by interpreter? Interpreter is something in which we have our code compiled line by line or interpreted line by line, where the code is being checked line by line. That we will see that it is being interpreted, right? And what is compiler then? Compiler is something where all the kind of code is getting checked at a single time, right? So there we have the whole code and it is being checked at a particular time, right? But in interpreter, the code would be checked line by line, right? So this is a basic difference. So Python 3, for an example, if you want to search like Python compiler, I want Python online compiler actually. So you will see different kind of websites. Program is GDB online debugger, online Python. I would suggest you program is or GDB online debugger. You can open anyone, but apart from that, we will be using this one, which is our Google Collaboratory. How you can make your Google Collab, I will let you know. For an example, you will search Google Collab, right? After that, you will be moving ahead with Google Collab here. And then you can have your option. You can make your new notebook and can start your journey with the Python programming on the online interpreter of Google, where your system will not be having any kind of issue, right? Your RAM would not be used, your kind of memory would not be utilized by the high kind of programming, right? So this is how you can make your Google Collaboratory. And just remove this code. I will let you know why this code was written over here, right? Okay, so these are the applications I already told you. So trending application in 2023 is Next, GPT, ControlNet, ProPainter, IVY, OpenPilot, Longchain, ChatGPT, and many more stuff are there. So this is the basic of Python programming, why we need the Python programming, why you should learn the Python programming, what are the kind of companies that hire the Python programmers, and what are the kind of applications which we have for Python. So I think this is sufficient for this video, and we will be just moving ahead with the input and output and many other things in the Python programming in the further video. So thank you so much for joining this lecture, and we'll see you in the next video, guys.